As of now, the Fetterman campaign is refusing to debate Dr. Oz, also refusing my invitation to appear on this program, as he and his campaign have been lying about me, raising money off of my name. He apparently sent yet another fundraising text today, attacking me, lying about me, calling me a liar. Every day he lies about me, I'll continue to tell the truth about his radical, extreme positions. And by the way, my trust fund brat friend, when you attack me, I will attack you back 10 to 100 times harder, because you're a lying loser and raising money for your losing campaign. He may be hearing from my lawyers very shortly. He better hope that mommy and daddy have enough money to pay his legal bills.
Sean Hannity's not very happy with Fetterman here. He's mad because he's raising money. And he actually says something about me. How could you? So the attacks have now approached or have hit the doorsteps of Fox News hosts like Sean Hannity. And you know what? The biggest thing that Fetterman did wrong is I invited him on my show. Can you believe he didn't come on my show and talk to me because I'm screaming? How could he? This disqualifies him from office. He doesn't talk to Sean Hannity. That's apparently those are the qualifications for becoming a senator in the United States. Tucker Carlson was also on this whole thing, but he took a different, probably even more disgusting approach towards Fetterman, how much he hates him, to join in on the fight for Dr. Oz's cause. Let's watch what Tucker had to say.
Last night we told you the sad and bewildering story of Dr. Oz, a man with absolutely everything going for him: talent, decency, charm, money, name recognition, all the right endorsements, who is nevertheless losing by a big margin as a Republican in what should be a Republican wave election to a radical and incompetent Democratic lieutenant governor who's presided over the decline of the state, and who, by the way, also just had a stroke and can no longer speak in complete sentences. That's happening right now. Dr. Oz is getting crushed by a stroke victim who was already crazy.
I'm not sure if you think that's the high step you think it is there, Tucker. So Dr. Oz, the candidate that all you guys apparently love, who is out of touch completely with Pennsylvania voters, and they've voiced that, and Fetterman continues to highlight that. Let's now switch to talking about how he had a stroke, and Dr. Oz is getting his ass whooped by a stroke victim, because stroke victims suck. Stroke victims can't do anything. Hey, all you guys out there that have known someone that was a victim or was a victim of a stroke, hey, you know what? You have no purpose in society anymore. In fact, I can't believe Dr. Oz is getting beat by one of these guys with no brain. That's what Tucker Carlson has to say about folks, because that's a winning strategy. Does that have anything to do with bettering your life? They never have anything to say about bettering your life. As a matter of fact, the Dr. Oz campaign jumped on this as well. Let's jump down to this graphic too, though, you guys, because they're tired of getting their ass kicked all around publicly. So they said, hey, Tucker Carlson's successful. He gets a lot of people to watch and love him. Maybe we'll take his route for attacking the same line that he was. Since they're getting pushed around, but when it comes to this, the Wegner's stuff, this is what someone on Dr. Oz's campaign had to say. An exclusive statement as part of Insider's investigation into Oz. The doctor's campaign jabbed back about John Fetterman. If Fetterman had ever eaten a vegetable in his life, then maybe he wouldn't have had a major stroke and wouldn't be in the position of having to lie about it constantly. That's what Rachel Tripp, who's Dr. Oz's senior communication advisor, said. His senior communications advisor. So whoever she's advising apparently is doing just as bad as this, because when you attack someone for a health problem like that as a way to maybe win, maybe they've given up already, Francesca. I don't know. I'm having trouble keeping track of what exactly Dr. Oz thinks he's gonna do here.
I mean, look, that statement, if you're gonna go full on like cruel, at least own your word. It's crudité, not vegetable. Just own it, Rachel, and the Dr. Oz campaign. Like, that's what you're trying to do here. So just call it crudité. No, but it's so funny when like, it's kind of when a sort of a math, like there's a discussion or like an argument, and like sort of like there's wit on both sides, and like one person's clearly winning, and then the other person's like, well, your wife died, and you're like, what? Okay, cool. Like, like in any sort of like, for lack of a better term, gentleman's debate or like healthy debate, you're battling on ideas. Maybe you've got a couple zingers. Obviously, Fetterman has been trolling Dr. Oz. Everything's still above board, and then Dr. Oz comes and like, "Well, you had a stroke." Like, What is it? And that shows, the low blow shows that you're desperate. It shows that you're not winning. We know he's behind the polls, and you got Sean Hannity crying like a baby on his own show, about like next to an image of like Fetterman as a baby. It's just insane. Tucker Carlson, freaking out like, oh, he's a stroke victim who can barely string sentences together, who also, by the way, believes in Medicare for all and believes that all of anyone's stroke symptoms and recovery should be paid for and no one should go into debt or bankrupt over them. Like, it's just incredible to me, this tack. They don't know what they're doing, man.
Well, when you have no principles or policies, that's all that's left is insults and hate and yelling. And now, I guess they've been reduced to that.